To kick things off, we're going to have a look at some of the content that's been added for this release. Chef Desktop builds on Chef's existing infrastructure automation tools and provides a variety of new resources custom tailored for desktop and laptop management. This includes resources for managing encryption, password and screensaver settings, application and patch management, as well as a variety of user access controls. While these resources provide a way for you to easily create and automate desktop policy unique to your organization, Chef has also provided example recipes so that you have references on hand for how to format and configure that policy. We can see here our example recipe for taking care of Windows management. Since Chef Desktop is built on a foundation of existing Chef tools, that means we also have access to the huge library of resources and features already available within Chef Infra. This includes YAML recipe support that was added in Chef Infra Client 16, and the included example recipes are available both in the Chef language as well as YAML, as seen in the macOS example here. Like all good automation, Chef Desktop is designed for test-driven development. Here, we're going to be using Test Kitchen to take a look at my macOS recipe. Because Chef Desktop is built on a foundation of Chef Infra, it means any of the existing test and deployment workflows we use for our infrastructure and servers can be used here for desktops. As we converge our test macOS system, we'll be able to see exactly what policy is being implemented. As with all Chef automation, this policy is designed to be rerun and will only change items that are not already in their desired state. This means we can have the systems we manage check in at whatever polling interval makes the most sense for our organization to ensure that all of our users have the most up-to-date versions of our applications and policies configured. Once our converge is complete, we'll get a summary of exactly what Chef Infra Client changed, and we can run any associated tests before uploading our cookbook to a Chef Infra server. Because Chef Desktop is built on a foundation of Chef Infra, we can bootstrap new machines over SSH and WinRM just as we could servers. However, desktops and laptops often aren't set up to be accessed in this way, so we'll also need to make sure we have a way to bootstrap new machines in an unattended and automated fashion. To facilitate this, we've provided a few zero-touch options for bootstrapping new systems with Chef Desktop. This includes integrating with things like Active Directory and MicroMDM. And here I have a brand new Windows machine that's authenticating with AD. So I'm going to go ahead and log in with my nricar at Northwind Baking account. We'll go ahead and hit next, and we do sort of our standard network login, and we'll get our initial machine setup rolling. Now, as we go through this process, it's also going to be running the Chef Infra client to apply all of our policy standards. Now, at this point in the setup, I'd be setting my PIN and waiting for first initial configuration to complete, but like any good TV chef, I'm going to jump right to the cooked meal, and with a little movie magic, now I can see that my system is set up, but how can I tell if it's been configured properly? Well, one of the things that my desktop recipe set up was a screensaver policy. So let's go ahead and see whether or not that's been implemented. I can see here the screensaver set to Mystify, and that the wait is set to 20 minutes, and on resume it makes me log back in. I note that these are both not configurable by me, but thankfully my admin has let me change the screensaver itself if I want to add some of them bubbles to my life. If I want to have a look at the full array of changes that were made, my systems are sending their data to Chef Automate, where I can take a look at everything that was done on each individual configuration run. We go ahead and look at the details here. Here are all of the things that happened during this setup. We can see the screensaver configuration that we looked at, as well as all the registry keys that were set, and other scripts that were run and user permissions set throughout the course of this run. Now, in addition to the content and resources we've covered, Chef Desktop is launching with a new dashboard in Chef Automate. This dashboard is designed to collect the data specific to what we care about most in desktop and laptop management. In particular, we can't count on our machines being persistent like we can with servers, and instead are going to have users bringing them on and offline, checking in from home or on coffee shop networks, and we need to, at the very least, be able to tell at a glance how much of our fleet is running the latest configuration policy we've defined. To kick things off, we'll see a daily check-in aggregator, where I can see how many of my machines have checked in today, how many have not, all compared to the total number of machines being managed. We can see this same data as a trend graph, where I can see the check-in history over time, view the percentage of systems that checked in on any given day, and change the length of time being tracked for easy management. We can view that data organized by time since last check-in, so we can see machines that haven't checked in a long time, over a month, versus those that haven't checked in recently but are just a few days out of date. Finally, we're able to see what our top errors are, and can take a look at both how many systems are seeing each individual type of error, as well as drill into the details. Which of our systems see each error, and even on a server by server, or I guess in this case, desktop by desktop basis, what those system details are and their individual check-in history for when things converged successfully, when there were failures, and when the status was unknown. Maybe a machine didn't check in on a particular day. From there, we can go ahead and view all of our high-level details or drill into the error specifics. And that concludes our desktop demo. I look forward to seeing what you all do as we start expanding our infrastructure as code beyond servers and onto desktops, laptops, and more.